Hey peeps, time for the start of another vlog. Now, I wanted to start it out here in the shop. This vlog is going to be a tad bit different. Normally we do prop building vlogs. This time you guys are going on a road run with us. We are actually going to be out and about, and we're heading to West Coast Hunters Convention. But I wanted to give you a little bit of a prop update. I was out here, you know, I've got that panel with the grout lines on it. Started last night, had a little bit of free time, and got most of this panel done, so I got a little bit more work to do. But we got to get the grout lines done, and I got those two panels to do, and then we got the green and the red. Project's coming along. I'll probably be a lot further along with it by next vlog, and next vlog we'll be focusing right back onto this project. So we've got that going on. Now, today's Friday. Wife, I think you probably heard the whining noise, that's the mixer. Wife's been busy making up the goodies for West Coast. We're going down, for those that didn't know about it, and I'm pretty sure you did because the guy mentioned it, I was spamming it quite a bit. Started out back in February. I've never been to a convention, and we were going to be going down. I was thinking about going down to West Coast just for the day, just to kind of check it out. It's one of the smaller conventions out. It's not a real big show. It isn't anywhere near Trans World or West Coast or Midwest. You know, it's not that style. This is more of a social gathering style hunt. You know, I wanted to go down and check it out. I wanted a chance to meet some people. So back in February, I contacted a couple of the hunters over here in this area that happened to do West Coast, and a couple of them actually worked for or helped out with West Coast. And you know, I just basically asked them, where would be a good spot on the show floor for me just to hang out, you know, and meet people. You know, I have people meet up, you know, we can hang out on the show floor, talk, what have you. And, you know, that was the start of it. It's snowballed quite a bit. Troy from Scare Hollow and Scott Shear, who are the head of our Northwest Hunters Association Facebook page, got a hold of me, and they're graciously sponsoring me to do a meet and greet. You know, they've donated a 10x10 booth that they use for their hunt group for me to do a meet and greet in. And the convention has donated tables and chairs and fright props. Many of you know I've got my picture on the face of fright props. Fright props sent a bucket load of catalogs that we're going to be handing out all weekend long at the Northwest Hunters Association booth. Booth 43, almost forgot, it's booth 43, all weekend long. So you can get fright props catalogs there all weekend long. And Saturday while I'm there, if anyone would like me to sign catalogs, you know, I'll be signing catalogs too. And you'll get more on that by the end of this vlog. So, you know, it's just kind of snowballed from one thing into another, into another, into another. You know, originally I was just going to drive down, just kind of hang out. Now I've got a booth space, and wife is making peanut butter, chocolate chip, and snickerdoodle cookies, as well as cinnamon twists that we're going to have out for the people who just want to hang out and meet and greet. And then we're doing a meet and greet dinner afterwards. We're going to go down to local Denny's for about an hour, get a bite to eat before we have to hit the road home. You know, anyone wants to come hang out with us will. But we've got a lot of, you know, with the food and everything, catalogs, what have you. Now I got a booth. I think it was Troy from Scare Hollow said, you know, you should bring a prop or two, you know, to help decorate up the booth, you know, while you're there. Well, I took the leap. Decided I was going to do it. Got the whole back end of the truck loaded. It's not all the way loaded. I got my little skelly dogs in. I brought both of them. This is the top piece for my leering skeleton, and you can see the rest of it sitting back there. I got one of my water blaster skeletons in here. I've got the new haunt sign. It's, you know, down here face down. You know, it has our new hours and stuff on it. I got 2 light boxes. I've got the Iron Maiden that I made. And then this is that sign you saw last vlog that I was making for the meet and greet. And I was told by Scott that more than likely is going to be going out at the registration desk. So as people are getting their tickets, they'll see that and direct them right to the booth and let them know what's going on. But, you know, so I'm taking a bunch of stuff down to decorate. The wife's doing a lot of baking and what have you. Rest of this vlog is going to be West Coast Hunter stuff. And you might end up getting one really long vlog, or you might get a series of several vlogs. At this time, I don't know, and I won't know until after I've edited and uploaded it. I'm just warning you, if this is like a 20-minute vlog, look for a part 2. Because I think I'm going to have a couple hours worth of footage, and I'm going to try to post as much as is appropriate. So you might get a 2 to 3 parter vlog on this, just to let you know. And then we're going to all be taking pictures with people. We're going to walk the showroom floor. We'll get some footage of that. Probably talking to some of the vendors. Definitely on the bucket list of things that are a must do. I've got to hit Froggy's Fog, and I got to harass the crap out of Tater. And yes, I'm desperately thinking of taking some Indian ink in case he decides to do autographs on his tushy again. I'm going to leave a permanent mark on that boy. Maybe. He doesn't do that until he's had a couple of drinks in him, and later at night. We'll be on the road by then, so there's no chance of that happening. But anyway, that's what this vlog is going to be about. It's all about West Coast this weekend. You know, there hasn't been a lot of footage, pictures or video or otherwise on the convention, and it's been around for, you know, quite a few years. You know, usually they post the stuff on their web page. It never doesn't make it over to other pages on Facebook for some reason. They don't promote. They should, but they don't. So I figure this vlog's gonna, like I normally do, Hunters Hangout, Northwest Hunters Association, 5 or 6 other pages. So, but anyway, sit back, relax. We're gonna have some fun today. On the road again, going places that I've never been. Hey, good morning. We're on the road run. Road run department for West Coast Hunters Convention. And we're about 15 minutes out from home, tooling down the driveway. Figure I'd give you some scenic views here. Because my co-pilot, set dresser, and very beautiful wife this morning. Okay. But we're tooling down through where some of the best produce in the state is grown. Fruit, veggies, what have you. But going on about 10 minutes to 7, we got on the road about 6:30, so almost 20 minutes on the road. We got another 2.5 hours or so to go to get to Portland. I think I give you a little bit of go and show while we're moving and going. But anyway, just wanted to say good morning and say, hey, it's Saturday. It's time to play. Well, we made it down here. We've been down here at West Coast for a little while. Haven't done a walkthrough of the showroom floor yet, but did want to kind of show you our setup, some of the stuff that we brought. You guys should recognize most of it. And then the convention has donated 2 tables with chairs, and we've got cookies and stuff set out for everyone to munch on, and a couple of my other props we brought down to donate. And no, I don't have the fountain hooked up to them, though I should have brought the fog machine. And we got that guy down there on the table too. So over here we got the fright props out. We got scare videos playing. But this is the Northwest Hunters Association booth. They're the ones that donated their time and everything down here for having us down here. So I'd like to say thank you to Scott Shear and Troy from Scare Hollow. But we're going to give you a little bit of a walkthrough a little later as well. So we'll have everything. You'll see a little bit of that as well. Oh, hey, tater alert. You got a tater alert over there. Watch out. Tater's out causing trouble. Well, We're taking a little bit of a break from the convention side inside. We've been having fun. Uh-oh, got someone else that wants to be on camera. I love the tattoos, by the way. Those are beautiful. Getting to see all sorts of people here.
He's amazing.
But figured I'd come on out. They had some hearse out here earlier. Okay, we're over for dinner. Convention's over. We've had a good day. And as you can tell, we're vlogging here at Denny's. And we got Troy from Hellmouth joining us.
What's up, guys?
None of the other haunters came over to join
Ram
us.
from Haunted Tents.
Yeah. Troy Hellmouth, and he's popular now. What is it, 25,000 subscribers now or something like that on your YouTube?
No, it's like 10,000.
Yeah. I just finally broke 600 on mine. No one wants to subscribe to me.
That's because you talk too much.
Yeah, and that's from her right there. See, you know, let's get a real good look at that pretty face right there. She wants to sound off on the camera. Sure. Oh, we're just calling this. Come on, say hello here, huh?
Oh, thank you.
She hates being on camera, so I gotta get even with her.
I don't mind doing a sound off, as long as my face isn't on the camera.
Yeah. But meet and greet went off okay. It was kind of slow back where they had us, and we were kind of expecting that. But we did a lot of roaming, ran into a ton of people, and you already know that because you've seen some of the footage or the pictures or what have you. But it was really nice. Hadn't seen that ugly mug all day. I went up to one of the classes. It was a Haunters Round Table. His ugly mug was up front.
Yeah, all you can see is my balding head, which I've been seeing because people have been taking pictures.
Yeah.
And it's been like, oh my God, I really am losing my hair.
Yours is going out a lot nicer than mine. I mean, mine started at the bangs, just working it straight back. You know, I've got the mirror going here. But we're at the after meet and greet dinner, and it's just the three of us. And we'll give you more with a better recap later. Right now, I'm eating dinner because I even haven't had breakfast yet. So
That was your fault. I offered you a Pop-Tart.
that wasn't the tart I wanted to pop, though. Hey guys, quick recap. It is now Sunday evening. Got home, I was up to about 3 o'clock last night, offloading footage off of this camera, which is my shop camera, and my good camera, and my cell phone. And then started going through footage this evening. You know, I was going to start doing some editing this evening, and realized I was missing a bunch of files, and come to find out I had some other footage on the SD card. Or not, no, it wasn't on the SD card. What I downloaded last night was on the SD card. And the rest of it was on the main memory, and it took about an hour and a half to download that footage. Man, there was a lot of it. But anyway, I just got done. I'm sitting here editing, as you can see, some of the footage. I'm doing the regular vlog now. Looks like we're going to have a vlog and 1, 2, maybe three more vlogs, all having to do with West Coast, different aspects of it. Of course, you may already know that because you may have already watched them. And if you haven't, you are going to be getting them as soon as I get them all edited. But I'm doing the regular vlog. But anyway, I finally got down to a point where I realized I never did a recap of the convention. And I figured, well, I better grab the camera and do it, even if it is about 24 hours late, because we were just getting home from the convention about this time last night. Meet and greet that we did down at the convention was, really wasn't overly good. Where they had us at was clear in the back corner of the showroom floor, and not a whole hell of a lot of people came back that way. The only time it got really crowded was during lunch, and people, some of the vendors were coming back, hanging out, eating their lunch, visiting, munching on cookies, which was fun. We had a ball talking to a bunch of vendors. We spent a lot of time roaming around and what have you. Both my wife and I, at one point during the meet and greet, got into our costume. She took her cloak and I took the Wolfie costume. And she had a ball leading me around the showroom floor by a leash. I had a collar on and a leash. And God, that was a blast. We had vendors coming out to take pictures with us. We had people walking the showroom floor coming out to take pictures with us. And Wolfie went into queue line mode. You know, I started stalking people in character, you know, getting up behind them, breathing on them, scaring them and stuff. And everyone would kind of squeal a little bit and then laugh, but, you know, back off. But, you know, a lot of people really had a ball with Wolfie, and Wolfie had a hell of a good time. All in all, you know, like I said earlier in the vlog, it's more of a social style of convention than it is, you know, big props and stuff. And everyone was really social. Even if they didn't know you or you didn't know them, they were coming up and just visiting and wanting to talk. And I met so many home hunters down there, all from the Pacific Northwest. I don't remember half their names. A lot of them it would come up, we'd start talking, and it's like, oh yeah, by the way, what's your name? Oh, Ram, I'm so-and-so off of Facebook. We're in the hunt group together. Oh, okay, hi, yeah. You know, I knew you, but, you know, I'd never seen their faces, so I didn't know them, but they knew me from my vlogs. You know, and we just sat there and visited. We had a ball. Would I go again, and would I go for a weekend? Yes. Toss-up right now is we're thinking for next year's West Coast. Originally it was going to be West Coast, of being a vendor down there. We got, you know, several things to sell. My wife wants to sell her spice mix. I was going to be doing little skulls, and we had another idea. As you saw earlier in the footage, I took my 2 big light boxes down. We were asked several times if those were for sale. We got offered, what was it? I think it was $150 to $175 for one of them. So, you know, people wanted to buy my big light boxes. And I said, no. You know, one, if I was going to sell them, it would have been over $200. The plexiglass on them ran about $100 as it was. But the scene setters on there you can no longer get in the United States. There's a couple companies over in England that have scene setters. You might be able to find them there, but they're basically a discontinued scene setter. And I don't want to lose those scene setters. They're kind of a collector's item now. But the wife and I were talking on the way home about, you know, maybe doing some of the stained glass light boxes, like the dragons I did for the 5 boxes I did last year, you know, doing different styles and peddling those too, because there was an interest in them. Several people saw those on my walkthrough video, you know, more interested, so might do that. But we have a couple other ideas for some props and stuff that we might sell along with my skulls and her spices. And we were thinking, originally this trip down to West Coast was supposed to be to check it out. I wanted to see what the flow was on the floor, see how people were doing sales wise, what have you. But I was also been talking to Chris, who we chat with on video chat. She works for Honex, and I think for next year we're either going to be vending at West Coast or we're going to be vending at Honex. I'm not sure which. That's a year away. Things may change, but you know, that's kind of the plan. But West Coast, yeah, I think I'd give it a shot once just to see how it would go. You know, I'd vend there. But all in all, with everything that happened, we just had a hell of a good time. Hope you guys enjoy all the different footage I'm going to be putting up and what have you. With that, I think I'm going to stop rambling and I'm going to say stay spooky and stay toxic.